Hi teachers, it's Laura from Travel and Teach Online FAQ, and in today's video I'm going to share some of my top demo tips. I made a video similar to this in the past, but a few things have changed since then, so this is kind of like an update. So in the past we used to have 30-minute demos with real students. Now we have 10-minute demos with the recruiter, I can't speak today, with the recruiter acting as a student. So I think this is great. It means that you don't have to get through a whole full 30 minutes, it's a lot shorter, and having a recruiter rather than a student means there's a lot more consistency. When you have a real student, anything can happen. There's a lot more chance of like tech issues, of the student not being in the mood today. So I think it's a lot fairer having a recruiter who kind of knows what they're doing and they have some kind of comparison. Your demo lesson is really important because it kind of has, it's not the only thing that determines pay, but it does have an impact on the pay you're offered. So definitely be prepared and give it your all because you want to be offered, the better pay. So here are some tips for your demo lesson. I'll try and keep it reasonably short and sweet. Usually I ramble quite a bit, but I'm going to try not to today. So the first thing is to look the part. Don't be like me and have a bed in the background. I'm not teaching today, I have an excuse. If possible, you want at least like a blank wall behind you. If you can have some kind of educational posters or something up there, that will be really great. And for extra brownie points, get the DaDa logo up there. I have in my blog, I'll link below, I have the DaDa logo and a name poster I made, which is kind of with all the cute little DaDa characters that you can print out for free and put your name on, whack that up in the background, just a little something to add some colour. The second thing is to make sure that you can be seen and heard. I'm like, where are my eyes? You can be seen and heard clearly. So you don't necessarily need like a big chunky headset like this to begin with. You can just use like normal earphones. If they have a microphone, that's awesome too. What I would recommend is Skyping your friends, family, or the person whose referral link you used and do like a quick Skype with them, make sure that they can hear and see you clearly. And the last thing is to wear light blue if possible. Again, not necessary, but it'll win you some brownie points. I didn't have light blue when I did my interview, but they did ask when I started that I get a t-shirt. So, you can usually find them pretty cheaply most places. If you are in the UK and it's getting cold, this one was from Primark. It's a jumper for like £5, so bargain. Alright, so hopefully you'll look the part. What to do when you're actually in your demo? Well, the first thing is to be prepared. Usually in the beginning with DaDa you can get lots of last minute lessons, so it's not possible to prepare fully, but this isn't the case for your demo. You should get the materials that you need about 24 hours beforehand, so you have some time to prepare. I recommend really looking through the slides, thinking about how you'll teach each one. Are there ways you can expand on the lesson? Are there ways you can add maybe a song? Could you add a game somewhere? Can you get the student to circle things or draw things? How are you going to make the lesson interactive? Think about these things before you start. Think about how you're going to start the lesson. Are you going to sing like a little hello song if your student is pretending to be younger? Are you going to ask them some, welcome, some warm-up questions, get to know them a little bit better? How are you going to end the lesson as well? Do you have like a little goodbye song? What are you going to do? Think about these things so you don't have to worry about them in the lesson. The next thing I recommend is to use TPR. Sorry if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notepad, I've made some notes today. So yeah, use TPR. I've made a full video of this that I'll link down below. Basically TPR stands for Total Physical Response, and it's just using your hands to make actions, not like dancing. What am I doing? Not like this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Not like dancing with your hands, but using actions to help your students understand your instructions. And it also is great for helping to remember vocabulary. So just some examples, like I'm listening, can you speak? Look at my mouth, look at how I'm forming the words. Listen to the number of words in the sentence. I like apples. So yeah, use TPR, video below for more information if you're not sure what it is or what it means. The next thing to do is to use some props. So I love puppets, and if you're serious about getting into this kind of line of work, I really recommend grabbing yourself a puppet. This was a little bit more pricey, I think £10 from Amazon. His name is Monkey, and he's great. He helps the students if they're a little bit nervous. He can come out and help them, make them laugh. He also makes lots of mistakes, so the students can correct him, and he loves to eat bananas, which the students enjoy as well. So here you are, Monkey. You can have lots of bananas today. So yeah, this one was a bit more expensive, but again, if you're in the UK, you can get really cheap ones. This one's from this one's from Poundland for £1, obviously. So yeah, puppets. If you don't have puppets, or you don't have time to get puppets, you have kids or childhood toys, these can also work really great too. Ow. And if you don't have any of these things, you can print off some flashcards, or you can grab some relief, is that how you say it, from around the house. So I think the demo lesson is still on colours, so you can grab some fruit. Most people have fruit in the house. I don't, it's shopping day. Grab some fruit and you can use this to talk about colours. So yeah, just show DaDa that you can use props. The next thing to do is to go at the student's pace. So with DaDa, we don't need to complete the courseware each lesson, we don't need to do a certain number of slides per lesson, we can really go at the student's pace. So if your student is struggling with something, you can take a little bit longer to practice it with them, to correct their pronunciation. You can go kind of towards their interests. You can expand, like I said, with some games and some songs. So don't worry about rushing through the lesson, just go slow, go at the pace of the student. At the same vein, if the student knows these things, don't spend ages doing the same thing. If they get it, don't spend ages doing the same thing. If they get it, you can move on. The next thing is to give the stars. So in the lesson you should give 5 stars. As it's only 10 minutes long, you don't want to spend a long time on this. Give them throughout the lesson every 2 minutes or so. Give plenty of praise. If you have time, I recommend getting something star-shaped that you can wave at the screen to make a bit of a show of it. So what I do when I give a star of the little ones is we go 1, 2, 3, and I wave it at the camera, and with my other hand I am clicking the star in the classroom. If you're not sure about where things are in the classroom and you're a little bit nervous about using that, then I will leave a link below. I've done a guided tour showing you, probably a bit too extensive, showing you what all the different buttons in the classroom are, and yeah, how to use the different functions basically. And the last thing that you should do is smile. Even if you're nervous, it's really important to smile, try and be calm, fake your confidence even if you're not. You're the native speaker, you can speak English, you're just passing that on to your student. I know these things can be nervous, I get ridiculously nervous about things like this, but it's so worth it. If you can get through this demo and you're teaching the real students and you're getting more comfortable, you'll love it. These kids are great and I love this job, and yeah, it's worth it. Just get through this demo, even if you're nervous, even if you don't want to do it. It'll be worth it in the end. I hope this video really helps you and gives you some kind of tips and ideas of what they're looking for and what to expect. If you'd like more personalised help, you can apply with my link. I'll leave it down below. Send me a message and we can plan your demo lesson together. I can answer any questions for you. I can help you in those first few weeks of teaching as well. Yeah, if not, I hope this video helps and you have a wonderful day. I will speak to you again soon. Goodbye.